now, so don't worry about that. But hey, if you do fancy dropping a sub, then please do so. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, anyways, I did see a Reddit post, and I want to read a bit more into this. This could help us find a monolith. Yeah, I found this thing. How to find monoliths. Easy step-by-step. Oh, wait, what's this? Most beautiful monolith generation. Oh, that is cool. That's cool, but it's probably fake. No one finds monoliths. Have you ever wanted to see a monolith? Maybe for its beauty, maybe because it is a great source of exposed coal. I will show you how to find it. Thanks, Glowiac2. Actually, only thank you if this works. If this doesn't work, then I hate you. Hate. But innocent till proven guilty, so love. But basically, what this thing's trying to say is there's a monolith finder? I mean, if there's one thing I know, is if something sounds too good to be true, then it probably is, right? But I don't know, it's saying that we might actually be able to find one of these things. And yeah, let's see if we can find one of these monoliths. If we don't, then I think we've got no other choice but to, well, check out that tool that potentially could get us a monolith, or, well, at least show us where one is, but I don't really know if I believe it. Oh no. Guys, okay, we need to back away from that area. Keep an eye out for any of that weird jittering action going on. That's what we really need to be scared of. Oh, it's coming nighttime again, isn't it? Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to investigate that Reddit post. Oh, we actually placed the door the right way around this time. Okay, this is a massive victory for the Wenzo community. Yeah, we had no other choice. Okay, we needed to go onto the Reddit post and kind of just hope whatever it was claiming or saying was actually true, and that we could actually potentially find this monolith. So it says this map displays how Minecraft versions blah 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 generate the world. So I guess like this, oh yeah, look, we can zoom. So this is the map we could use to see the world. And it's calculated by Rust. As in Rust the game? Ah, here we go. Here is the seed. So this is our world seed. Okay, so do I just what, paste that in here? Show seed? So if that's our world seed, then where's it saying a monolith is? In fact, where's it saying that we are? Position. So we are at minus 3,000, minus 44. So we can kind of see if this is right. Okay, so it's saying we should be minus 3,100 round about here. And then minus 44 would be there. Wait, no, there. Hang on, wait, what? Oh, we can't be there though. Because how could we be there? That doesn't make sense. And also, I'm not seeing any monoliths here. It says the monolith should be in bright red. Do you see any bright red? I don't see a single speck of bright red. Oh? Wait. What is that? That's bright red. Hang on. Around about these coordinates should be a monolith. Look, what else do we have to go off here? Like, it's telling us there's a monolith at minus 17,250 by 6,500. Do we just need to keep going in that direction then until we find it? Because I don't know if there's actually a monolith here. We are judging just this one website, which is probably not the most reliable source of information ever. But what other choice do we have? Seriously, I don't think we have another choice, do we? Okay, so we're just gonna have to hope and pray that is a monolith, aren't we? And we've got to go to minus 17,000. Well, look, there maybe is only a 1% chance that this website's actually legit and isn't just going to basically take us in the complete wrong direction. But look, that 1% chance is the best chance we have. So we need to go to this location and just pray that there genuinely is a monolith there. Because if there isn't, it sucks, but at least we tried. If there is, then we have done something that most people not only have never done, but probably weren't even aware was even possible. I mean, look, this structure, it took 6 years to be found. 6 years. And we're looking to try and find it in a matter of days. Oh, and if I sound a little bit different now, that's because between last time I was recording and now, I have somehow completely destroyed my ribs. Yeah, I don't know how, but I am now going to be in even more pain than I would have been already. Oh god, let's get back into this. I don't like how many mobs there are in this version, by the way. It's kind of terrifying knowing that we can't even respawn if we do die. Oh, I guess we keep going. Still got quite a few items we need to get along the way anyways. Gonna be really, really mad if there turns out not to be a monolith there. Okay, that should be fine. Thanks. Oh no. Wait, back. Oh, it's doing the thing. Oh no. Get me out of here. But running into this again is worrying. And basically, look, I'll give you a very brief rundown for now. God, hang on, wait. Why are we stuck in it again? Okay, we need to go back to the chunks we've already loaded. We cannot go that way. The jittering is a very elusive and weird glitch that was only present in the oldest versions of Minecraft, just like the one we're playing right now. But the reason I'm so scared of it is because, well, I ran into this myself. When I was trying to test if this version even worked, I ran into this glitch multiple times, and each time it permanently locked me basically out of the world forever. Because if you go too far into the jittering, I'm not being over dramatic when I say you can never get out. You will be there forever. And when I researched a little bit more online, it seems that this glitch, well, it seems that I wasn't the only one who had lost worlds. Oh yeah, look, this person lost their entire world. It actually stuttered them under the map. What? Some people genuinely lost like years worth of work to this. And I'm certainly not going to be happy if we get close to a monolith and then we get caught in this thing. No one even knows why this happened. Genuinely, this is the most like mysterious thing I've ever found like on my own in Minecraft. No one has ever found an answer for this. It just randomly happened one day and then it stopped in the newer versions. But no one knows why. Nobody on Reddit, no YouTube videos, and not even the wiki itself can explain this. So we just need to avoid the jittering at all costs, because genuinely, not trying to be over dramatic, so I make this video more intense, but seriously, we could lose everything with the jittering. Yeah. Don't want that to happen. I do like exploring this world though. The terrain here is cool. I don't know, there's flatland there. I guess we might as well check it out just in case we do find a monolith even quicker. I guess also, if we're on the lookout for iron for armor, we should also get some iron for minecart rails. I think having some faster transport just for the base would be really nice. I promise you guys, if you guys think you can't see anything, believe me. Oh! No spawn point, Wenzo. Okay, I almost forgot that there's no spawn point at all. Maybe we need to be a little bit more careful with the mining. Hey, but honestly, we've got some pretty swanky upgrades now. Very nice. Celebration dads. Woo! Right, let's just walk for the entirety of this day and basically see how much distance we make up by the end of it. Because we were around about 3,000 blocks in. Let's see, one full day of walking. Could we get to 5,000 blocks? Oh yeah, and let's watch out for the jittering. Forgot about that. That will be a big problem. Look at this terrain, dude. This is fun. I genuinely like some of the terrain in this new version. Like, the caves are a lot worse. And to be honest, I wish there were more biomes. But, like, when do you see this? Like, just big, like, mounds with tunnels in them? You don't see that in normal Minecraft anymore. It's too realistic. Yeah, this whole area is cool. Genuinely, there's something about this terrain generation. It's not just nostalgia either. There's just like, I don't know, it's nice. It's just so simple. I did catch a stuttering though there. I'm hoping that was just maybe a frame drop rather than, well, then you know what. And of course, a base wouldn't be complete without our trademark door. Nice. Oh, and by the way, let's quickly see how far we made it. We made it. Oh, wait, what? Wait, we've made it 6,005. Okay, wait, we've actually made a ton of distance then. Hang on. Yeah, I can't lie. I did not expect us to have made it that far in just one day. Actually, we're genuinely traveling quite fast despite not being able to sprint. Now, of course, the big fear is, running into more of the jittering, because that could certainly slow us down and, force us to delete the world and start again. And yeah, I don't know. It does feel like we're really getting, kind of getting our grips with this old version. It is different. It is weird. It is strange. And it is, well, you know what? It is just weird and strange, basically. But it's actually quite fun. I'm enjoying it. And we're kind of getting used to it now. Like, hello, look at us. That was the worst voice line I've ever done in my life. What is wrong with you, Wenzo? Mushrooms are also weird in this, actually. Look, like some of them just spawn already broken. This version's just weird. I don't know what to think of it. We still got some items we need to collect. We actually still need to find a dungeon because we are going to be getting a spawner, remember. That is still not, I've not forgotten about that. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I know how to get it, which is worrying, but I think I may have an idea. You know, every time I get a little shred of hope, it kind of gets ripped down because I remember that the directions we're following are off of just some really random website that was posted on Reddit with like one upvote or something. So I do need to remember that, you know, there is a very, very high chance there's not even going to be a monolith at this destination. But still don't think we have another choice, so, you know, we might as well keep going. We got to be around like 8,000 blocks out now, right? Surely. But still a bit scared of the jittering, because that happens the further out you go, it seems. Okay, right. The night is closing in, and I just went into a little pocket. In fact, I'm going to mark it here. Past this area, we seem to have more jittering issues. I really wish torches illuminated a little bit more in this version, because they really don't do anything, do they? Hello, zombie. Feathers. That's a memory unlocked. Yeah, obsidian, of course, is something, well, pretty important for us because, hey, who doesn't have a nether portal in their base? You know, that is a requirement of a base. So, yeah, of course, we went and got basically a ton of obsidian. Well, I say a ton, as much as we need for a portal, because one day we're going to want to go to the nether. Okay, right, that 14, I'm pretty sure that's enough to make a full nether portal. Let's see, we are in... Oh my goodness, wait, we are at nearly minus 10,000. I did not realize we were that close. That is a bigger number than I expected. 10,000 blocks. Well, technically, I guess even more. Honestly, making it this far, like, I thought this would be harder than it has been. We've honestly, I don't know, it doesn't feel like this is too bad at the moment. But of course, if you know a Wenzo video, you know that things never stay very positive for long. We'll let it get tonight, and if it gets tonight and we still haven't, well, gotten over there, which I don't think we'll be able to in just one day, then I'm going to try and get diamonds. And when I say diamonds, I mean full diamond armor without going underground. I'm pretty sure I have a method. The fact that we are already over 10,000 blocks out, though, is insane. We could genuinely be about to find the structure that took 6 years to find, and for us, it will have really not been anywhere near that long. Oh god, it's looking an awful lot like it's about to become nighttime. Okay, great, awesome sauce. Just what I did not want. Wish I could just fake it. That'd be easier. Oh no. Guys. How do I get out of here? I just jumped into it this time. Hang on. I'm trying to move. I promise you, I'm trying to move as much as I can right now. We're still able to move a tiny bit. Please let me get up here. Please let me get up here. Oh no, we really need to do this before it turns to night. Okay. Well, it was kind of cool terrain. We're not going to be going into it though. I can't lie. The further we're going and the more we're like loading in and exploring this world, the more jittering there seems to be. And we have been real lucky. You know, we've had a couple... Oh, I guess I'm having my own jittering in my voice there. What on earth? We've, of course, had a couple of pretty close calls, but thankfully we have yet to, well, fall into a jitter so bad that we lose the world. We've managed to stay just on the very edge of these jitter zones, and we've managed to escape before the jitter surrounds us completely, which, as we know, will lose us the world. But it's really worrying. And look, like, the more we're exploring as well, take a look at some of this, like, terrain. It doesn't look right. It looks cool. It looks sick, actually. I really like it. But it doesn't look right, and it almost feels as if this, like, sliced and corrupted terrain is, you know, potentially causing some of the jittering, which, A, makes me worry because the further out we go and the more we travel, the more corrupt this terrain seems to be getting, and the more jitters we seem to be experiencing. I mean, remember, at the start, we literally didn't experience any. But number two, well, we're literally trying to find the most glitched terrain of all. We're trying to find a monolith, which is kind of scary, Because what if monoliths are actually potentially like a core of this jittering? And I know that sounds super weird and kind of like, no, that won't be the case. But seriously, I started looking online and, well, to my, what's a good word? To my despair, it seems I'm not the only one that had kind of come up with this theory. It almost seems as if the monoliths are maybe the cause of the jittering. The last thing we want is to find the monolith, and then when we try to go and build our base on it, get stuck and lose the world. That might be one of the most heartbreaking things I'll ever go through. Even more so than when I got dumped at my year 6 disco, okay? I mean, of course, I still hit the dance floor and hit the grooves, but I had tears streaming down my face at the same time. My God, poor little Wenzo. He's been through it all, hasn't he? Oh, perfect. We've got our first explosive of this world. Why is that one of the, like, top priority things I end up getting? What is wrong with you? Tell you what, we have got to be quite far, though, through now, right? Like, seriously, I would guess we're probably like maybe 5,000-6,000 blocks away max. There's so many mobs at night in this version, it's completely impossible to survive since we just cannot sprint. And let's quickly dig ourselves a bit of a space, because this is going to be where we can try and get our diamonds that we need for, well, for better armor, to be honest, and also some better tools. Yeah, if you can't tell, we are basically, trying to do a duplication glitch. And look, I know what you're thinking. Rando, you can't do a duplication glitch. Actually, no, sorry, that was a rude voice. You guys probably sound more like, yo, Wenzo, you can't be doing a duplication glitch, my guy. And to that, I say, fair enough, but not really fair enough. This is the oldest version of Minecraft. If there's glitches in these versions, I am going to use them. Look, I just want to be able to try out everything there is in these new versions, whether it's intended features or just, some slightly less intended features. Plus, anyways, I messed it up completely and... Oh, would you look at that? We duplicated the diamond. Where's the other one gone? Did we accidentally just collect it? Oh, no. Did we do something we shouldn't have done? Yeah. Turns out I'm not very good at duplicating. Right, onwards we go. And I guess if we see any creepers, we could do with a bit more gunpowder. Oh, why can't we sprint? I always forget that we can't sprint. It just makes it so much longer. Uh-oh. I did see some jittering just there. And those sheep are on the floor. I'm not going that way. Yeah, we are getting really, really close to this monolith now. We're genuinely about, 6,000-7,000 blocks away. And we know the direction of, well, where it's supposed to be. Again, it could turn out that it just leads to a normal patch of land, in which case I think I might cry. But the main things that stand in our way are, well, it's going to be the jitter. The jitter... Man, it's terrifying. Look, we just kept moving, okay? We experienced multiple jitters. I'm not going to try and hide them. Things that were looking like the world was just getting more jittery and corrupted by the second. Right, that sheep's looking pretty jitter-free. We'll go to him. Honestly, using the animals as like jitter-free checkpoints, probably the best strategy in the world. I mean, I might be the biggest genius of all time coming up with that. Look at that. That is definitely a jitter zone over there. And yep, of course we failed another duplication glitch. No surprises there. But the good news is that we checked our location, and I mean, look, we're only a matter of a few thousand blocks away, really. I mean, 3,000 blocks on the x-axis, 5,000 on the y. It sounds like a lot, but when you consider we're going like 2, 3, 4,000 blocks within a day, and we can go diagonally, so we cut into both of those, we might only be 1 to 2 days maximum away from finding this monolith. And of course, that is assuming that we weren't completely lied to by the website, but hey, it's great news. So, we basically got 2 missions. I really want these diamonds to get duplicated. But B, we are getting seriously close to finding this monolith. Hopefully. Please don't be a lie, suspicious website. Let's see. Position... Yeah, oh my goodness, we're like a matter of a few thousand blocks away from this monolith. Or, I guess, I know it's only a supposed monolith, but it's still the best shot we have, so I'm just going to pretend it's guaranteed, at least for now. Because trust me, if there is not a monolith here, well, I'm probably going to cry. This world is going to be very, very strange once we reach the final version. I mean, to be honest, I can't even possibly fathom the amount of things I have planned for us to do during this journey. But it all starts by finding the rarest structure in the history of the game. and we've still not seen any sign of it. Like, here, let me play a quick clip of us spawning into this world, okay? And look how normal the terrain was then. Okay, look at it now. I swear that sheep was just a pig. God, I don't know if I'm genuinely going mental or if this game is just breaking more and more by the second. Feels like my frames are going a bit weirdly, actually. Something does feel a little off. Like, at this point, even if we didn't find a monolith, which we are going to find one, but even if we didn't, I've already spotted like a million other places we could go. Ooh. Those pigs are in the jittering, aren't they? Oh no, look at that. How? We need to quickly locate where this is. Look at that. These pigs are not loading in. They're completely stuck. There it is. Yep, there it is. There is the jittering. Oh no, they're in the jittering too. Wait, this thing's everywhere. Uh-oh. I mean, that sheep's safe. I guess we go back up here. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling that we are... I think we're getting close because this entire area seems to be in the jittering. That's not good. It's completely blocking off our path. Hopefully we can just go around. Yeah, this is what's kind of worrying me now, is that not only are we finding, of course, more and more jitterings, but it's no longer a case of just like one like bad chunk. It's multiple. Not only are we finding more of the jittering, but it seems that the jittering is actually growing, almost spreading, infecting? I don't know. I mean, look, put aside all of these dramatic words, this is not good news. Not in the slightest. To be honest, it almost felt like we were destined to fall into one of these at some point. Why is there's no mobs spawning here at all. My game is the frames are going a little bit I don't even know how to explain, rigid almost? I don't know, something feels, maybe I'm just making it all up in my head. Why couldn't I have just tried? Oh no. I see jittering right there. The pigs aren't jittering, but that sheep over there certainly was. Oh jeez, yeah, look at all of them. They're completely broken over there. We have to tread so carefully. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I reckon by the end of the day, we're probably going to be within 1,000 or 2,000 blocks. Meaning, we're probably only 1, maybe 2 days away from completing this. Let's get some sand so we can do that duplication method. This might be the last base we make. Well, I think this would be base 10 or so. And I mean, since it's potentially our last base, I think we all know it would be wrong not to give it our classic touch. A door. Perfect. Yep, that's right. I mean, we hadn't had a whole ton of good news recently, but hey, this time we actually managed to complete the duplication glitch. Finally. I don't know how it took me so long. It's actually a really easy glitch. I'm just a complete idiot. But being serious, take a look at this, okay? We are scarily close to this monolith. And therefore, technically, scarily close to having the rarest base in the game. And, you know, I guess even more impressively, finding a structure that is supposed to take 6 years to find. Ironically found the rarest structure in the history of Minecraft. Now, before we do find it, I do want to get ourselves that spawner real quick. And of course, any good bases need farms. And what would be a better farm than a farm that's literally powered by a spawner? But we do first need to find a dungeon. And I'm not quite seeing one. Let's just hope also that we do not run into the jittering. Now, yeah, of course, we still needed the spawner, but you can't just really go and hope to find them here because they're really rare in these versions. So I kind of did something that I think is kind of smart, to be honest. I basically duplicated the world and then I threw it into a newer version of Minecraft, which actually had spectator mode because this version literally only has survival. And I went looking around for one, found a close by spawner. For some reason, it was a pig spawner. Oh, okay. As we'll find out, it wasn't actually a pig spawner. But at least now I kind of knew where to look if we wanted to find the spawner. We just had to get there in survival and hope it would still be there on our current version. We're looking for that little wall of coal. Is that it over there? Okay, here we go. So, there should be a spawner, like, directly down here somewhere? We cannot die here. My god, imagine if we died here and just lost all the progress we made. Sounds like it's got to be down here. Yep. That is the start of the spawner, if I'm not mistaken. Let's first, I guess, quickly see what... Oh! Okay, it's not a pig spawner anymore. That's for certain. It's, of course, it's got to be a skeleton spawner. Ooh, hello. Yeah, right. So, under any normal circumstance, we'd just try and disable it with the torches. Not too sure if we can actually do that in this version. Let's quickly see, but even if we can, it might not matter too much. Got one there. Okay, and can we get the last torch round at the back? Right, torches everywhere there then, and I'm not going to be letting any more skeletons through, thank you. Okay, so to keep a long story short, you may be questioning, what are you doing, Wenzo? This is not going to work. This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. Don't mine it. Nope, not in InfDev. In InfDev, we can casually mine and pick up a monster spawner. Yep. Well, farewell, guys. Was lovely getting to know you all, but I'm about to walk out of here with my spawner and, well, finally find the monolith. So, yeah, I'll see you guys all in a bit, and peace out. God, those skeletons must think I'm so cool with my own outro music. With the spawner finally collected, it's just time to get back to traveling. I don't know what else to say apart from we just need to move. We're so close to having the rarest base in the whole of Minecraft. We just need to get there. Oh, and of course not die. I did forget about that. We do also have to not die, but yes, we are seriously getting very close to doing something that, honestly, at the start of this video, I wasn't sure if it was even going to be possible. Yeah, the biggest thing that stands in the way of us now is probably the jittering. So hopefully we don't come across that. Oh, okay. I genuinely think that today is the day. Let's see. We are at... Yeah. We're almost right there. Unless the jittering gets in our way, I think today is genuinely the day. Let's do it. Let's go.
Woohoo, I'm so excited.
Oh, sorry, I'm going nuts. I'm terrified. Do you know how much of a flex having a base on a structure that most people don't even know ever existed is? Because believe me, look at my arms. Okay, would I be doing this if it wasn't a serious flex? This is going to be flex of the century. Might even be able to make Chief and Miles cry tears of pure sadness and jealousy with this. I mean... Hang on, what's a heroic reason? Ah, yes, because I want to get the rarest base in the game. Definitely not doing it so I can taste the salty tears of my enemies. Oh my god, get me out. Get me out. Yep, not going that direction. Shoot, or that direction. Wait, what? It's all around me. It's safe here. Safe here. What about over here, though? Not safe there. Okay, I think we narrowly avoided that bit of the jittering because those sheep over there look alright. Hey guys, you look safe. Oh my god, look how like spiky the terrain is. I definitely feel like this world is definitely just gets more corrupted and like dangerous as you know, as we explore even more. Because like, look how much we run into the jittering now. Dude, genuinely, like, at any minute now, we could honestly see the monolith like over this hill. I'm not even kidding. It could be over this hill. Like, 2,000 blocks or 1,000 blocks or however long we have left sounds like a lot. It isn't. It really isn't. Yes, through blood, sweat, and tears, we were basically here. Just over this hill should be the monolith. You know, only the thing we have spent hours, well, it's been days at this point, I'll be honest. This recording wasn't just done over a few hours, this was over days. But no, genuinely, I was super excited and determined for this, and I've been wanting to try and find this monolith ever since I basically found out about them. So honestly, it felt quite surreal that we were about to stumble upon one. Finally! I'm not tested, it's actually seeing a monolith. That's not so easy or possible. Although I don't see one here. I'm going to be honest, I was kind of expecting to see a monolith over this hill. Maybe over the next one we'll see it. Dude, look, literally no monolith in sight. That's not a monolith, that's a mountain. Oh man, I thought we'd have seen one by now. Look, there's a giant ocean. When did it say anything about there being a giant ocean? Weren't we supposed to have found it by now? I'm staying hopeful. But I'm not necessarily feeling too hopeful. And dude, no. No monolith, just an ocean. Let's check our coordinates and see what they look like on the map. I'm saving and exiting again, by the way. I don't care. I'm not taking risks. And now, obviously, you know, being a human, my first instinct was to blame someone else. AKA that Reddit post in the website, you know, I assume they had just kind of lied, because the monolith should be here, right? Yeah, you know, like I checked everything the entire time, you know, I've been tracking the coordinates, I've been making sure we're going in the right direction. How come the monolith wasn't here? You know, the only explanation was that the website, it either lied to us, or at the very least, it just didn't work. But that's not what happened. As it turned out, and I'm a little bit embarrassed to say this, but I am an idiot! Take a look at this, take a look at these coordinates, okay? Now, we're going to quickly match them to the coordinates on the website. We went on the wrong direction on the Z-axis. What? Look, we should have gone positive. We went negative like an idiot for no reason at all. And basically, we just went in the complete wrong direction. Now, the good news is that we did go on the right direction on the x-axis. So simply, we just need to 180 and start going the other way. But my God, I don't understand how I do these sorts of things. Dodge and weave the mobs, dodge and weave the mobs. And please no jittering. That's my biggest ask of you here, Minecraft. Tell you what, if we weren't looking for a monolith, I know where I'd be building my base. Jeez. That's incredible. Okay, we've made it back to minus 3,000, but we do need to get to 6,500, so we still got like 10,000 blocks to go. Still got our trusty spawner, just checking. Cannot wait to put that down in our base. Yeah. Okay, minus 2,000 now. Tell you what though, at least there's no phantoms, because imagine phantoms and how bad they'd be in a Minecraft version that doesn't have beds. There really is something about this terrain that has completely surprised me. I really like it. How far are we right now? I've got to check. Oh my God, yeah, look at that. We're basically at Y0 right now. I mean, we're like 6,000 blocks off now. But theoretically, if we went just down here, we would probably reach our very OG base number 1. At first, we couldn't escape it, but now, yeah, I don't know, the feeling of comfort and familiarity, yeah, I don't know, it sounds quite nice right about now, but look, we're moving on to a monolith. Dude, and is it just me, or are we getting really lucky with not running into the jittering right now? I do not want to speak too soon, but we've not ran into it for a little while here. That pig's just taking himself on a water slide. Oh, that looks lit, actually. Let's get in there. Oh, yeah. Woo, this is so much fun. Oh, God, another big ocean. How close are we now? Yeah. Oh, we've done another 1,200 blocks. That's actually really quite good. We'll definitely take that. I have been looking forward to finding this thing for so long. Oh, my goodness. We have made it so far. Okay, where are we now? 3,435. We're 3,000 blocks away. We are literally 3,000 blocks away. I'm scared it's not going to be there. I'm scared that the monolith does not exist. Yeah, look at that. I mean, we're 2,000 blocks off. Maybe not even that. As in, I think once we get past the night, then I think that's the day it happens. And this time, we know we're actually in the right place. Yep, we were approaching. There's no doubt about that. The monolith should be with us, you know, in a matter of hundreds of blocks now. So that means now is the time for our classic reflective moment within the video. Genuinely, you know, I'm just going to keep this short. This has been a ton of fun, okay? Playing on the oldest and most stripped back version of Minecraft, not really what I was expecting to be doing, you know, like a few weeks ago. But now, honestly, I'm so glad I decided to do it. Like, I hope it's something you guys enjoy as well, because I know it's an older version of Minecraft. It's a bit different. And if this goes well, then we are going to be upgrading versions, but we'll still be on older versions for, you know, a little bit of time. I may well be doing other videos in between on like newer versions or different stuff, of course, but I don't know. I've loved playing on this old version and just seeing all of the broken things, kind of exploiting the game, but then at the same time working towards something unbelievably cool. It's been a great time, put it that way. And if you've ever been tempted to, you know, go just try and play an older version of Minecraft, then hey, I would urge you just to try and mess with old versions. You never know. You might have more fun than you think. Oh no. They're jittering here too. Okay, he's not jittering, but right there, the jitter zone is. Oh god. But dude, look, every single one of them over there is jittering. That's a big jitter zone. I did have this fear that the closer we get, the more jittering we may witness. But now we're actually having to potentially be faced with that, which is a lot scarier than just thinking it. We can't take a single step without purpose. You know what? I'm not even going to check where we are now, because we know we're going to be close. We know we should run into it any moment. And that means we know if we don't run into it any moment, then I think we were probably lied to. But I remain hopeful, and I remain handsome. Don't know what that's got to do with anything. It's also a massive lie. What up, sheep? What up? Any monolith over here? Oh, man, I feel like we really should be seeing a ginormous, well, just chunk of land extruded out of the floor. Really any minute now. I'm getting a little worried that we haven't seen it just yet. Yo, please don't let it get to the end of the day and we still not found it. Well, if that happens, I genuinely don't think it is here. We really should find this today. Oh? Ah, no, I thought the top of that cloud was like a really tall bit of land. I thought we'd found it. I don't know whether to get excited or not. I feel like I should be excited for this, but I'm so terrified that we're just going to get led to a big patch of nothing. Realistically, we should see this monolith within... Well, really? We should be seeing it now. I feel like it's going to be on this side, right? Or is it because we weren't... I don't know which side it's going to be on. I don't care either. I just want to see it. I just want to see a big, tall, ginormous monolith of land, because I'll know exactly what it is. And the coolest part is I'll probably be one of, if not the only person I know that's ever been to one of these, one of these structures. Okay. Is that... Oh my god. Okay. Is that just simply a visual glitch, or could it be like a chunk of land? I am 99.9999% sure that's the monolith we're looking for. No way. Hang on. I've got to check the coordinates. Where are we? Yeah, it would make sense that that's it. It's probably 300, 400 blocks away. I think that's got to be the right place. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look how big it is. Are you serious? Look how big this thing is. Wait, it's not even all rendered in. It's still rendering in. No. What? It's still rendering. This thing's it's still rendering. I have never, ever seen anything like this. How is it still... We've not even rendered it all in. This is bigger than any monolith I've even seen in the example videos. Look how big this is. We have found it. That website was genuinely true. And we're not jittering at the moment. Oh my god. I've got to get on top of here. Wait, what? Hang on. But first, we can literally see bedrock. How can we see bedrock here? There's like... There's bedrock at, like, normal standing level. How? What? What? Okay, I need to be very careful. What? This is hands down the most insane thing I've ever seen in Minecraft. Why is all void under here? I had not seen this in any of the videos. The bedrock floor is actually raised with it. Now, do not click off the video. I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit around for ages watching me. I'm just going to quickly show you the things we've implemented because I think it's really cool. Wait, this is another gap of terrain. We could... Oh. How did we not die? But no, we built an awesome chest system. You know, I'm kind of thinking of making this monolith into like a little, like, almost like a city. Like, I want it to look dystopian and cool. Not only that, but we made a little farming area, which was pretty cool. I don't want it to look like a normal base. I want this place to really just be completely different. You know, part of having the rarest world, I believe, is, you know, not just cool things from earlier versions of the game, but actually putting in effort to making sure that the world looks nothing like what anyone else's does. I built a couple little pods here. The top one is going to be for the bedroom. The bottom two are going to be for the other 2 dimensions. That's right. We are at some point going to move an end portal into the base. The railways are eventually going to become an entire, like, train or subway, like, metro sort of system throughout the entire monolith. I cannot forget about the pig death tower. Yep, if we're ever in need of pork chops, we could get them here. And one of the coolest of all is, well, you know, maybe I may have gone a little bit overboard with the decoration for this area, but I just added a cove of a couple of the, you know, sort of rare and illegal blocks. Like, there isn't many in this version simply due to the fact that, well, it's such an early version, there's barely any blocks in the game as it is. But the things that we do have is a full block chest, and then, of course, we've got the lit furnace. But no, seriously, like, the monolith is crazy cool. The base is awesome because it lays out the foundations for what this world is going to be, and we're going to make sure it's something unlike what we've ever seen done before. Genuinely, this has been so much fun. I've loved playing through the old versions of Minecraft. I've never played this version ever in my life until now. Man, this series, this entire adventure, this is going to be one of a kind. Because believe me, we're going to be doing things that have simply never been done before. And I couldn't be any more excited. Oh, and before you watch the next video, please make sure to check out my Blockheads plushie. You can click on the screen here or go down to the pinned comments. Seriously, I'm really proud of this product. And best of all, you get your very own Clyde when you buy one of these. So make sure to check it out below.